Alright, everybody, what is going on? Welcome to tonight's stream. This is a stream I wanted to do this morning, but because of unforeseeable events and some maintenance downtime that ended up being a little bit longer than they suspected, I didn't get to. So we're here tonight. I'm as awake as I can be. As always, I got some monster, and we're going to do this. But here we are. We are checking out Lost Ark. It is a free-to-play MMO that was recently came out in 2019. It was recently Korea, Japan, and Russia had servers, I believe. Or I know it was definitely Korea and Russia that had servers. A lot of people played in the Russian servers with because there was an English patch that roughly translated everything. So that's where a lot of like early content came from. If you're looking up stuff on YouTube and stuff like this, again, welcome. It is Friday night. It's a bit late here for me, so we're gonna dive in. We're gonna check out some things. I've got some tips and tricks I've been collecting, and I'll kind of show off some stuff as we go because we're still in the early stages. I am playing the assassin class with the Deathblade sub archetype, or advanced class as they call it. So you kind of pick your overall class, and then you pick your archetype of that class. Certain ones have certain amounts. We'll come back and look at that later too, because I am going to be doing another video where I go through, I create a character, because I do want to make a second character where I'm going to make a little bit heavier of a character than this one, because I never make like that roguelike character. I always want to play one. I just never actually make one to do it, so I'm making that my main on this one, because this doesn't follow your typical tank, healer, DPS setup. You have your damage dealers and you have your support class. Some can kind of tank a little bit, and there's no real dedicated healers, but you kind of like each influence how each plays and like with your groups and stuff. And you'll see that when we come back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have 3 to 4 of us playing. We're gonna kind of see what we can do and what we can't do while in that, like if it has to be a dungeon or if we can go do questing and stuff like that. So without wasting any more time just sitting here at this home screen, so you can see right here, this is main character. I'm level 12, 55.83 is the gear score. Because I've only done a little bit, because I only got a little bit to play last night. I think and time slipped away. Like this game grabs you. So well, let's hop into there real quick, and we'll get looking at some stuff. And let me know how everything's sounding too, because I kind of adjusted some things. I brought my voice up a little bit more because I wasn't sure how loud this game's going to be in the background. Because obviously I can adjust it for myself, but I can't really. It's a little bit harder to adjust it and see it for you guys without creating a video, saving it, watching it, and then adjusting, do it again.
So, got any news?
Oh god, that is really loud, so I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit for me. Hopefully it sounds good for you guys. Alright, so let's welcome us in right here. We're gonna see a bunch of different stuff pop up. So these are your welcome challenges right here. As you go, you'll start unlocking different things to go through and check out. The challenge list I'm working on now is the basic guide, which is pretty much like the tutorial type stuff. You can come in here, do certain things, and you get small little silver bonuses. So that was pretty cool, because I have the guild started up and everything like that, which I have posted up on Voxel. If you're watching this here from the Voxel Boys Facebook group, in there I do have pinned comments with my character name, what server we're on, the guild name, what class I'm playing. So you guys can see that and see if you want to join up and find us and stuff. And look at this, people are already selling gold and shit down there. But one of the other things I mentioned too is if you're watching this later on YouTube,
So,
I will be adding all that
news?
information into my upload of that down in the description box. So please check that out, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And let's look at more. So as every MMO has, you have your login reward bonus. So we're gonna grab that. That was some platinum coins right there. It looks like a chest here, which will give you any one of those things that are in there. They're pretty. One of the things that I've noticed they're pretty good at with this game is giving you choice of what you want. So you can get okay, you're gonna get this enhancement chest, And like this one says you get all the following. This one you get to select and attain one thing. So it gives you a pretty nice selection there of what you want to get. So that's in there. We're going to take a basic look at the screen right now because like I said, this is going to be like a intro to the game, some tips, tricks, that kind of thing. So here's your character right here. It is click to move.
Got any
What's
news?
very jarring is QWERASDF is for your moves. 1, 2, 3, 4 are some like special things that you can set up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are, and then F1 is just like your quick slot for potions I have right there. So here, right here we have the guild name. Here I'll zoom in a little more so you can see this a little bit better because the writing's not that crisp. It's one little thing that they could improve is like seeing that. So right there, Afterimagecreations, this crystal benefactor is my title, and then my character's name is Analexiya. As you see right there, this character does actually use 3 swords, but because of a unique equipped like glamour type thing I have, they show as axes. I don't like that they're axes because I don't really like axes that much, but they're pretty cool looking. They got the little sparkly thing going on. So there's like 2 short swords you use, and then you have this really long one. You'll see that once I start going into moves and combos and stuff like that. Up here, date, time, global chat, calendar. You'll be able to use that once you hit 50, so you can see different things and what's happening and whatnot like that. Crystalline Auras, in fact, that's kind of like their subscription. This is a free-to-play game, but they do have this little subscription thing you can get called the Crystalline Aura, and you get like a bunch of bonuses here. So, as you can see, benefits will be applied. I have it until 3/17 at this time. So Triport 3 is free, so I can teleport around to the different triports I have, which were kind of like your way shrines and waypoints. If you play Diablo, that's what that is. Ocean for traveling, 50% off until I get my boats. Report action tries, I get an extra 1 of those a day. My life energy natural recovery amounts is increased by 10%. I get 2 more Bifrost slots. How active are the servers for free players? Dude, it's active. Like, you can play this game entirely free to play if you want to. Like, they give you a lot of access to it. You're not really limited by anything. The one thing I would say, though, is the game, there's these, like, Phoenix files that you get, and that's what you use to resurrect if you die. To come back into, like, a dungeon or something, otherwise you're put back into a town. You can gain a certain amount from playing the game and doing activities, and they give you a shit ton of stuff to do. They call it like collectibles, but it's like mini tasks to do and whatnot. Like I said, we'll get into that too. But even for like paid players, you can only gain so many of those until you actually have to like pay for some of those. So that's kind of like where it's not pay to win per se. It's kind of like pay to keep playing or keep doing activities that you want to do. There doesn't seem to be like because I've been watching a ton of videos even before start playing to like collect my information and thoughts on the game, because one thing this game does is throw a ton of shit at you really fast, and some of it can be confusing if you don't research it or if you're not used to playing like a lot of different MMOs, especially some like free to play ones, because you got to look out for those elements. But we're gonna finish running down this, and then we'll get into that stuff. So as you get more questions as I'm talking about stuff, pop them in there. I'll answer them. That goes with anybody there that's watching us on Twitch, because I'm streaming at Twitch at Afterimagecreations. It's also live on Facebook at Voxel Voice. And then later on, you guys are probably watching this at YouTube, so drop some comments below if you're checking this out as part of the Voxel Chronicle thing I got going on. So we get 2 Bifrost slots. Bifrost are pretty much waypoints that you can set wherever out in the world. They unlock after you get your boat, so you could like set it on an island you visit. You could set it on a continent wherever you want, and you could have a couple of those. But the thing is, they each have a 2-hour cooldown, so you kind of use them wisely depending on what you're doing and working on. Song return cooldown, 50%. Research time for your stronghold. Eventually you get a stronghold. That's going to be tied to crafting and everything, and you get to build that up. That's going to be something I come back and go into on as I like unlock each of these. We'll kind of do like sections too, so I can kind of get like a little expanded look at like what's going on, because I like recording these videos with you. Like a lot of people, they'll sit down there, they'll write out a script and do this, but like I like to do it as I'm thinking of it, so it's pretty natural with you guys. There'll be some times where I do stuff that I just kind of sit there and do myself, but that's if it's like real quick videos. Like these longer ones where we're kind of looking at everything for the first time, I like to have you guys there. Yeah, so Stronghold dispatch time, crafting time, energy plus 10%, training camp, unlocked XP gain per minute 7,000, so that little feature there. We get the title that I'm using, and use pet function while benefit lasts. So I'm able to use my pet right away. My pet is right here.
So, got any news?
I have this little cat named Nero. And one of the purposes of the pet is actually your pet is your auto loot system. So if you don't have a pet, there's eventually quests you can do to unlock to get one. I have this guy because he was part of one of the founder packs I grabbed. But that's your auto loot. That guy's going around picking up all your loot as you're playing through. So there's that. Like I said, mailbox up here. Currency inventory, so I can see here. I have crystal, silver, phoenix flumes. That's what I was talking about right there. Grants you resurrection upon death. I have 20. You can hold up to 999. And another currency there. Let's see what we got in the mail. Okay, so there is my locker stuff, so we can grab that. We're gonna come here. Whoop. Out there. Let's just say that I got those. We want that closed. So over here we have like our little mini map deal. You can also hit tab and it'll show you a little map of the area. There's a way to move this, I can't remember what it is, but I don't use it too much. Over here, this is the quest that we're going on. There's selfie mode. You can find players for your parties and everything like that right there. Down here you have your typical chat window. Your combat level and your roster level. So your roster level is like your overall completion of the game. Like how much of the game have you done? How many tiers of this level have you hit? And we'll look at that a little bit more too as we're going. Your combat level is your actual character level. Nifty. Right down here, health, energy. Like I said, mount consumables right here. And then over here are your moves. And it'll tell you what skill level you have, how much MP, what it does. Yeah, so we're gonna not waste too much more time here. So down here is the roster. I wanted to show you guys that. So this is what I was talking about right here. So this will start leveling up. And eventually you'll start getting bonuses as well from completing stuff. So all roster characters get plus that, so that. And then you just keep getting more and more rewards going through doing that thing right there. So there's that reward system. There's also this system right here, which is a card system, which allows you to enhance your players any more. There are 15 classes. I think there's five types, and then there's a bunch more, which actually we can check that out real quick since you popped that up.
So, got any news?
Let's do that. Oh, see, I can't see that.
Please tell us
That's
if
not
there's a
what I wanted
problem.
to do. Okay. Sorry. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna come here and we're gonna check out characters real quick. I probably should have started with that. But I wasn't sure if there was gonna be like a queue or something to log in. The one thing I will mention real quick is the one thing I think they could do better is the optimization of it loading. Like, it takes a minute for it to start up. And So we're gonna pop in here. So you have your warrior. You have your... Okay, so these are your, like... your types. So you have warrior, mage, martial artist, male and female, gunner male, gunner female, and your assassin. Now, you have these advanced class previews. So under the warrior, you can be a berserker, a gun lancer, or a paladin. And then if you come to the mage, you either can be a bard or a sorcerer. And you pick this right away. So like it isn't like in Final Fantasy, you had to pick your gladiator. Then you had to level a gladiator up so far, and then you can become the next level of that class. No, this is like, there's your subtype, and then this is your advanced class. Your advanced classes. So this has bard and sorceress there. Female martial artist, you have the war dancer, the scrapper, and the soulfist. I might come and make a soulfist at 1.2 because they have like a giant Kamehameha wave they could do. I'm not going to go into male because it's the same classes. Next up is gunner. So you have a sharpshooter class. And then you have a Deadeye class, which he uses 3 different guns. So he has like the up close, like he has a shotgun, pistol, and then like a sniper shotgun. And then you have the artillerist, which uses this heavy ass cannon here. So it's a Gatling gun, a single shot, or a flamethrower. And then the assassin, like, is what I'm playing here. So there's the Deathblade, is what I'm in. And then there's the Shadow Hunter, which is right here. And eventually they're going to be adding in more classes too, because I think they had I think like the Korean and Russian servers have a couple more classes than we do. I know the mage actually I think the sorceress was actually like the summoner before, and that got changed into mage or something like that. But eventually more ones are going to be coming in. So we'll see what they have coming. But let's get back in here. So Pride Home is like the first town you start into after the prologue, and you don't even have to play the prologue if you don't want to. Like you can completely skip over that and just go.
Please
right
tell
it.
us
I
if
played
there's
it
a
just 'cause I
problem.
want to know the story and stuff. So yeah, so we took that. So we're gonna come look at character right now. So basic ass inventory right here. Character profile, so you can see my character, the gear I have on. This is slots I don't have, the title I have set. Right there, Afterimagecreations. Then it's gonna have your PvP, your stronghold, and special equipment stuff over here. And you can also set different presets. So this kind of ties in is, do I want to have a setup for single target boss battling, and then do I want to click on, whoops, I don't want to do that right now because I don't have anything, but then I could click on preset 2 if I'm just going around and killing a bunch of enemies and questing. Like you could have a questing loadout, you could have your PvP. Well, the gear doesn't matter in PvP because PvP is baseline. Everybody's gear is the same in PvP. The only difference is like what skills you pick, and you only get so many skill points to use to boost those skills. So PvP purely comes down to skill, like the skill of the player and all. Yeah, so I got my name, what I am right here. Over here, this is the skin thing I was talking about. So like I can hide that, and then you can see that now it's swords back there. But that's what I got on just because it was cool. I got these couple pieces, but then like I can turn that off and you can see like what my basic ass gear looks like. And you can set those, you can set up different ones. So what it is once you get to a certain point and you help out like this castle or something, you get like a stronghold area. And I don't think you per se get to build a house or whatnot, but like there's different things to level up. That's where you'll take care of your crafting and different stuff like that. Like I said, we'll come back and we'll go over that like once I get to that part. We'll come in and look at that because I can't access it right now. I can't show you that right now. But there's like a ton of videos out there too if you're curious about it and like don't want to wait on me. Engraving can't do that yet, but we're gonna get into that. Like I'm gonna be able to do a whole video on this. I watched a 30-minute video on it today. Gems is another thing, and then your cards. This is all ways to boost up your character. So engravings, gems, and cards on top of gearing out your character. And then the other thing is combat skills. So here, this is all the skills you can get, as you can see. All the way up to level 40 is when you get your last skill. And you can level those skills up. And the good thing is, in this game, you have unlimited resets. You can reset your skills every 5 minutes if you want to. You just come down here, hit reset, and then boom, you're good to go. So what I did is, I started boosting my normal attack to start.
Do you require assistance?
So that I could get this AoE radius just with the base attack, because I use that a lot. But then you can come down here, and then as you get more points into that too, you'll come down here, and this is kind of like how you fine-tune your character even more based on what skills you want. And like I said, you can have 8 skills out at a time. So then you can like, okay, you're playing with different skills, you have points and the stuff, then you can hit reset and then max out those skills you like. So what I'll probably do is like set up combo chains. I'll probably have like a nice little 4-skill single target rotation with a 4-skill, you know, multi-target rotation. Might be a nice thing up there. So that's that. And again, you can set up, oops, I don't want to buy another. So you get 2 off the bat. So like I said, you could have your setup where boom, okay, you're set up for single target stuff, like bosses and dungeon running, and then boom, you come over here, and then you're set up for your like AoE out, you know, just regular stuff there. So that's everything under there. Like I said, the rest of this I don't have access to yet. Sorry, the click to move I missed. Adventure, so sheet music, the Song of Escape, you can learn different music things, and they each have different effects. Right now I just have the Song of Escape that allows me to leave the dungeon and island, and then like return a song to this place. So that's pretty nifty right there. The Adventure Tome, this is kind of showing like everything you've completed and like what you're working on and stuff. So that's another neat thing to look at, read through, check out. What else we got here? Collectibles. Okay, so collectibles here. Every single area has a set of collectibles, and they have different things that you can find and collect. The cocoa seeds, as you see, there's a ton of them in the game. There's 1,209 of these seeds to find. I have one so far, because the thing with these Makoko seeds is they don't flash unless you're looking for them or know what they look for. They could be easily missed. They're hidden away in different spots. But yeah, so there's a bunch of different collectible things which tie into progress and getting items and stuff like that too. So like I said, this game offers you a ton. It just depends like how much do you want to sink into it? What do you want to do? So quest log, pretty basic right here. This is the quest I have right now, what we've completed. Guide for if you're not sure like what you're supposed to do. But we're still early, so there isn't too much in there. And like you can come in here and you can see what your rewards are.
Do you require assistance?
So roster XP, that's towards leveling up that. Combat XP. We got our money in that right there. You know, guild stuff too. Once you unlock the guild, we can be working towards that. So like I said, I've posted up some information there. I'm hoping to get a bunch of views in there, so that'll be pretty cool to see. We're gonna pop in here. So guides, they have the training room where you can go to test out your moves, world map, codex, Mounts, pets, like I said, I have Nero right now. Once we go outside the town, I'll go outside the town and do some combat then. Yeah, right now PC only. It is only on PC everywhere. You know, Steam Deck. Mobile with Steam Deck. I'm hoping that I'll be able to play this on there. That'll be nice. So the next up, let's go real quick. We have our communities tab, so friends list right here. So you have your friends where you can have everybody, and then you have your roster friends, which are like the people you normally do. Josh is in there right now. He's a level 14 Berserker. He'll be with me tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get Blake in there and possibly Dionia as well. So we'll have a nice little group of 4 running around checking out some stuff. Requests, you have requests, blocked, recents, that kind of crap right there. That's cool. You can enter memos here. If I didn't know, I could go, this is Josh, or if I start getting a lot of people, I could put like Voxel or whatever to keep track of that. We're gonna come back in here, so voice chat, find party, create a raid. I have a guild, so we're gonna come in here. Weekly contribution, so like I said, there I am. We don't really have many people in here right now because I just started it yesterday. I haven't really got to promote, get it out there. I'm gonna see if maybe I can find like a Reddit or something too to put that out there. So history, guildmates, manage. Here we go. So manage is where I want to come down to. Boom, there's homeboy. Boom, he is now in the guild. We can edit our flag. So eventually, as you do more stuff, there'll be, let's go like that. Flag shape, mark. Oh, that's cool. You can add in different things here. Let's see. We got a bunch of shapes. I'm gonna put all this rest here.
Please tell us if there's a problem.
So there, you can do little cool stuff like that. Pretty nifty. I won't mess around in that too much because this is what you want to see. So you can change leader, disband. I can set subject, join instantly, require a password, and deny. We can do this. Join instantly. We want to get some people in there. If I have to, I'll go. Don't have a stronghold yet, so we got this, Guild member, he is officer. What did that say? Okay, so I can change there. So you have to be in the guild for 2 days before I can change your stuff. So that's something new, but that's cool. But let's go get into some combat and shit. We're gonna.
I wonder what Neria is doing.
Actually, let's pull out my mount. Boom! Look at this
Anything
guy.
exciting going on today?
Fucking beef boy.
Where are you from, adventurer?
Watch out for the grave robbers.
All right, let's head out here. Let's see if we can get into some of the good stuff now. You guys want to see combat? I just spent 30
Those
minutes going
toxic
over
claw
everything.
robbers have increased in numbers.
So we're actually gonna walk to some places. I gotta head all the way up right here, so we can walk so we can get into some combat too. There we go. And one cool thing I'll show you too, because I'm not sure how it'll look. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the fucking grave robbers. If you come into settings, if you like this, you can force this 21:9 aspect ratio, and it allows you to see a little bit more out there. Like, it's not too bad on my monitor. Like, it would be nice if it moved it up a little bit. But that's pretty interesting. Like, people say they use that for PvP. Oops, did I just... some people say they use that for PvP and stuff. Get a little bit wider of a view. Still kind of learning moves and shit. Nice. I don't gotta see how I picked up stuff right there. My little... Yeah, no, they actually have native settings for the ultra-wide monitors too, but they have, like, that forces it. So even if your monitor doesn't support it, like, it shrinks it down for my monitor, makes it look like that, but it gives you, like, that extra bit that you can view. Like I said, a lot of people use that for PvP if they're not rocking an ultra-wide. That was one thing that I saw mentioned a couple times for, like, tips and stuff. So that's just a nifty little tidbit there. So like this move here has a hold down to use it. We'll keep going. One thing I'm going to try tomorrow too, which will probably show up on stream tomorrow, is I heard the game's a lot, like combat's a lot better if you use a controller for combat movement, and then you use your keyboard and mouse for like sticking up face and all that kind of stuff. Oh shit, I named enemy. Fuck yeah. Alright, so this was awesome. So, that enemy was a named enemy, which means he's now in my collectibles. Right there. Was I used to skin, I attacked him. I'll have to see if I can find another. Oh, here we go. See how it says named up here on him? The named ones, you eventually can fight them down. That got really loud. Let's bring that down and see how that is then. Oh shit. Hopefully that's a little bit better there. Yeah, I kind of noticed that, like, because I had, before we started, I kind of moved it. I moved my volume up a little bit. Alright, that's cool. Let's go. So we got some people there running around. Let's take a look at this. Alright, we're almost up over there to the quest. So that's a berserker right there. So the guy with the huge ass sword. That's a berserker. The person over there that was running around with the staff was the sorceress. Because one of the things is, like, once you learn, like, what each character's weapon is, you can kind of distinguish, like, what they are. I think Ryan is taking the helm on doing the first stream for that. At least I believe he had mentioned doing a stream on that. Because I don't think I'm going to be jumping into it right on release day. I want to see, like, how much of this I can get done this week. And, I also want to finish up the story, at least the main story of Dying Light before I start Horizon. Because then I got fucking Dying Light, Elden Ring right after that. There was another game I think that came out this week as well, or is coming out. I think Edge of Eternity was supposed to come out this week too, but I'm gonna hold off on that because it only looked just alright. I think one of the things I'm gonna try to do this year is be a little bit more pickier, especially in like the RPG games. Oh, that was fun. Combat is really satisfying. Oh, I'll have to check because my PC Game Pass just renewed. It didn't for some reason, but then it did. Oh, you're gonna come attack me too? Let's see if I can get a bunch of things in here. How about you two? I'm gonna fight all this at once. Come on. There we go. That was just fucking satisfying. I love it. So we're coming up here now. I've already activated that. I don't want to grab side quests. Oh, so while we're here talking about questing and stuff like that. So the orange quest marker right there, that is your main quest line. And with that, once you get your ship, that's going to turn blue. So you can level 1 to 50 just doing this main quest line. And what they say to do is once you hit 50, come back and do the side quest content. Because then the stuff's kind of like scaled to you. And a lot of it's more useful at endgame. So that was a tip I saw around a lot too, was get the 50, come back and do some stuff. Now there will be some quests that you want to do along the way that'll kind of tie in, and some people have guides on that. It just depends how in or out you want to get to that, because you can gain skill potions which will give you extra skill points to use on your character, and you know you're always needing those more skill points, so that's pretty cool. But that was just one thing I wanted to mention real quick while I was working on quest stuff here.
These supplies may not be enough.
So you
I've
can
just
come
finished
in.
studying the grave robbers.
He's kind of loud for me, so I'm not sure how loud that guy is for you. So you can come in here, it'll say quest, or like if it's a rapport character that you can build up like reputation with, it'll have that there too, or if it'll just have talk, like it'll kind of let you know what you're going to do. So his first line is usually voiced, and then the rest of the stuff you have to read down here. So most of it I just kind of skip through. I probably won't like later on, but like this earlier stuff is just kind of boring. The specialty skill. Z when the gauge is full. So like I said, it's just got like a weird like select system. So it's like I said, it's QWER, ASDF, and then Z. Defeat Lieutenant Kyugyu and look for lose.
Don't let your guard down.
Might even destroy the triport.
Oh no, so this guy's over here. Alright, let's go this way.
Those toxic.
Well, that's cool that that's on Game Pass. I'll have to check it out there. There we go here. Oh. Ew, I had to keep going this way. Alright. Alright, let's go over here. And look, guys respawn pretty quickly. So they definitely don't have that issue where, like when WoW came out, like Why did you just not pick that up, cat? What an asshole. Okay, so here's this guy here. And they want me to use my special move, so I'm gonna go in this. Now I do extra damage.
Find the tablet at all costs. Fail this, and we're all dead men.
Well, I know I gotta get the tablet. That's what I'm working on, dude.
Hill and search. If you find the tablet, stash it in the hideout.
You guys get away from me, please. Thank you. Alright, so we're gonna come here and we're gonna talk to this guy
According
to
to this
continue
note,
it on.
the ones who are looking for the tablet will have a meeting at their hideout. Those grave robbers.
Don't let your
might
guard
destroy
down.
the tripod.
Alright, so let's go over and hit this. So what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna take the mount over there. Ah, I clicked off screen. My bad on that. And we're gonna come this way.
I wonder if they know what they're doing.
I don't want to use that.
This is where Owen saw the grave robbers.
Cross the bridge here. Can be dangerous. Prepared. Shoreline footage. Alright. Quest is complete. Alright, see how that had a little blue arrow on it? That means it's better gear. So we're gonna go in. Boom. There we go. We got some gear. That's some better gear. That's a grenade. Repair shop portal scrolls. Alright, I'm gonna set that down here. Swiftness robes. Yep. Cool. Alright. Let's go back this way. Okay, cool. And now this is that welcome thing. So we did that next thing. Save time and triport. Boop. Bam. The log hill case. We're working on this right now. So then our reward for that will be a report chest. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and the thing too with like all these games coming out is like there's some time to dump into some of these games. Like, luckily, I think they said Horizon Zero Dawn is like around like 100 hours including side quests and stuff. Dying Light 2 was 80 hours if you include the side quests, 20 for main story, 80 was side. You know Elden Ring's going to be pretty beefy in length too. So yeah, it's gonna be some time. I guess I could have mounted up again. Let's mount back up. We're going over here. Oh cool, we're going to be entering a dungeon. So let's go in here and check this out. We'll run this dungeon real quick and then we'll probably wrap up right around here. It'll be a pretty good length for this. And I think we covered a pretty good amount of stuff in this video. Anybody that's here, is there anything else you kind of want to see or me to go over right now? And then, like I said, I'll be back for some videos as I unlock more stuff for the game as well. Head up here. Oh, that's pretty cool.
The boss will have our heads if we don't find this tablet.
Oh damn. The good thing is I really don't care about Elix. So that's good.
The Coast Valley gang thinks they found it. Better not. I want that reward.
What's that? Looks like we've got an eavesdropping rat.
Yeah, that's right, I'm here. I am an eavesdropping rat. We're gonna use a little bit of that for that. Oh, space was my little dash. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have a dash. It's space. Oh, you asshole, get back here. I want to be behind him, because I do more damage when I'm behind, so... Soul stuff's a bit weird.
Mongo finally did it! He found the ruins in Cole's forest, where the tablet is hidden.
Nice.
I ordered my people to pull out the tablet. You keep an eye out for the guards from the hideout. Once this is done, that guy will leave us alone.
Sure you will. And I love chat down there right now. They're going nuts because of that. I am not getting Babylon's Fall until I see how it does. Because Babylon's Fall screams Godfall to me. Alright, cool. So we completed that. So now we're gonna walk back this way. But like I think too, like with like everything coming out too, like cause Tiny Tina's is coming up too. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of wait on Babylon's Fall. Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, like I said, I just don't want to fall into that thing, like, cause it feels like it's the same loop as God's Fall. And then it's going to be in the same, like, almost kind of same thing, kind of like Dark Souls-ish. And Elden Ring's probably going to be where it's at. Alright, so now we want to go head back up there. So let's turn that in. Let's go turn this in and see what happens, and then we'll do that. Well, yeah, no, but the one thing is, like, Babylon's Fall does look really cool. But, like, God's Fall looked really cool. And that fell off short. Then they released it for free. Then they did that bullshit with it. And like I said, it looks like it's kind of got that same, like, loop to it and whatnot. But then like just knowing like also too like knowing the group that I play with and do stuff like that. Like I got my buddy to hop on here. I got my brother who's gonna be hopping on here and another buddy. But then like they're gonna be in Elden Ring a lot. Like I know my brother's gonna be addicted to that shit. So
The leader of the grave robbers wrote, "We've located the object in Kolsch Valley."
Boom, there we go. We got some more potions. We got roster XP. We got overall XP. So like I said, you get experience towards both things, which is pretty cool. Forspoken looks interesting, but that's another one that I'm not too sure about. So we'll see what happens once we get like some more info and whatnots on that. Because I've also got Strangers of Paradise coming out too. That's one I definitely want to play because, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging around. This has been a long one, and one where I did a lot more talking than normal, kind of showing off stuff. Like I said, we'll be back with more. Once I get the ship system, I'll show off that. Once I get Stronghold, I'll probably do them both together. So what I'll do is I'll probably try to push to where I can get those both unlocked. And then we'll come back for a video like that and kind of show off those two aspects of it. Because they're going to be pretty good and they're pretty big in themselves. Like, just to mention a couple things real quick off the top of the head. Like I said, Stronghold's going to influence crafting. You're going to do like crafting and stuff like that there. And all that kind of stuff. Then the ship system is like you're gonna have to get crews for your ships. You're gonna have to get different types of ships depending like where you want to go and what you're going through. From what I've seen and what I've heard, so that's gonna be a really cool thing to check out. So like I said, we're gonna be able to make videos in that because like I said, just like one topic, just like the engraving thing I talked about earlier, somebody had a 30-minute video just on that. So we'll be making some different things as we go, as we learn more, as we can kind of like fine tune and grow whatnot. So thank you guys for joining. Leave some comments if you're watching this later on YouTube. Make sure to like, subscribe. Come find us on Facebook. Find Voxel Voice on Facebook. Join the page. Join our community there for the group that we have. Search out my Twitch. Come check out Afterimagecreations on Twitch there as well. Because I'm going to try to keep everything going everywhere, some just Twitch streams, some to Facebook as well. And I'll catch you guys around. So again, thank you. And we will be back for more. I'll catch you later.